Okay, guys, so this is my house. I've definitely dolled it up quite a bit since I first relocated the house to this side of the island. So if we walk over here, we have our drinking area, and we'll just walk down here, and I'll show you kind of one of the reasons I put the house here. I built this little pathway, and this is to go to Red. So this is where he appears. So I like that my house is very accessible to that. And yeah, so that is kind of my housing area right here. And it kind of goes all the way over here. I have a lot of those lilies. It's getting a little out of control, but it's funny because I went from having next to none, and then when winter showed up, flowers galore because it was always snowing, and snow acts as rain, right? So, but anyway, let's go into the house and I'll show you everything. Okay, so this is the main room. Okay, so I got some stuff up on the walls here. I do like my paintings and all that. Got some wreaths. I really like this welcome sign, and the KK Metal is my favorite song, so I have that up there. I change the music in here all the time though, so this isn't KK Metal playing right now. I like to be kind of all over the place with the music. So yeah, this is the room. I've got a picture of Judy right in the main room. She's the only animal on my island that has given me a framed picture. Usually you get like a poster or something. I'm not sure what triggers them to do that, but she one day gave me a framed picture, so yeah, I'm hoping some more will do the same. Okay, so that is our main room. Over here is the DIY room. The wall is laboratory wall. I really like it. I think it looks really cool. And the decorations is from the Gulliver Pirate collection. And I've actually improved this room. It was filled with DIYs. I more or less went through all my DIYs, and the really, kind of starter DIYs that you get, the easy to get DIYs, I just vendored them. I just gave them to the Nook shop. And so these ones hanging out are the more valuable ones, like gold type crafted items. And yeah, so this room, at some point I wouldn't mind making it an actual room. It used to be a space themed room, but I changed the location of where I have the space stuff. So you'll see that in the island tour at some point in this video. And yeah, so right now it's just a DIY room, but at some point I want to make it something else. I just don't know what yet. Next. Okay, well, the bedroom seems like the logic next choice. Okay, so the bedroom is slightly incomplete, but pretty damn close to how I want it. But there is a mermaid flooring. I just haven't been able to get my hands on the DIY. So, but I figure this flooring kind of fits, matches more or less until we find it. So this is the mermaid set, minus our crafting table, of course. But this is the mermaid bed and dresser. There is other mermaid items, but I didn't feel like we needed to clutter the room up. But yeah, there was others that I had. That's a mermaid clock up there. And this was from the Christmas event. And the TV. I keep it off though because it... you guys may have noticed that a lot of my Animal Crossing recordings occur in this area of the house. I have a lot that either start or end in the bedroom. Why? I don't know. That's just where I like to record, I guess. Maybe because the crafting table's here and I've ended quite a few with crafting items. But moral of the story is that when the TV's on, it's such a pain in the ass to talk over that. Yeah. So I just keep it off at all times. And it's actually one of the very few rooms that's quiet. I got rid of the stereo in here because I got the TV, and then now that I keep the TV off, it's a pretty quiet room, which I like because if we want to be in a room that has no sound, then I can just go here, right? And yeah, so the bouquets from the wedding event, my favorite event. So is that picture. And the rings, ring, I have three of these rings. So they definitely have different colors. There's a pink box, black box, and blue box is what I have. There might be others. I imagine there's probably a white ring box. And there's my happy birthday picture. And that pretty much covers this room. Next is the bathroom. Okay, so here's the bathroom. We have our little sink and all that. I wouldn't mind getting a black one to replace this. I'd like a black sink instead. I'm not a big fan of white, so I kind of want... I really like the shower here. I just want a black thing. I might just toss this. I don't know why I have the washer in the bathroom, but yeah. And yeah, anyway, getting back to what I was saying, once I find a black one for this, I think I'm gonna change the wallpaper or the wall to the black one, because I do have this exact one in black. So that's kind of my plan for this one. The tub was replaced. I used to have the tourist tub in here, but I thought it just seemed weird in the bathroom. So it is in an area that's designed for all those sign type furniture items. Here's the shower of, nothing enclosed. And the scale, because everyone needs to weigh themselves before they go onto the golden toilet. Yeah. And, of course, our plungers in case anything bad happens. And our toilet bowl brush to keep the gold toilet shiny. And yeah, this plant is in here just because I love it so much, and I only have one, so I thought it fit perfectly in the bathroom. All in all, it's kind of a mixed-matched bathroom. Nothing really matches in here. Maybe at some point I'll come up with a better theme. Like I said, I do want to change that sink to black, and then the wall will be black, and there'll be more of a black theme there. And I'll probably get rid of this washing machine. But other than that, I like it. This arrow is, I believe it's the Sagittarius arrow. So yeah, so it's, it would be in the area I have all the signed furniture stuff at, but it hangs on the wall, right? So I can't really have it in one of those areas, because that area isn't a room in the house, it's outside. So yeah. Anyway, that is the bathroom. Okay, time for the downstairs. Okay, so here is the downstairs. I have designed this room as an arcade gaming type room. So yeah, that is the theme that's going on here. So we got 2 pool tables. I'm a big fan of pool in real life. I'm really good at it, and yeah, as soon as I saw the pool tables, I had to have them. Same with the dart machine. This isn't the case anymore because I'm a WoW addict and stay at home all the time now. But back in the day when I would go out, I was on a pool league and I was also on a dart league. It used to be my excuse to like drink on Wednesday nights. and yeah, so it was a lot of fun. The two weren't together. Like there was a year where I was on a pool league and then another year where I was on a dart league. So they were never like, together in the same year, but definitely a lot of fun. Foosball is another love of mine. I love foosball. The arcade machines, actually, when I first started playing New Horizons, I had built an area outside that was a gaming area. And what happened is I started with the arcade machines, and that was kind of the beginner. That's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this a gaming area. And then came the pool tables and the dart machines and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't have the room for this. So that is when I got this basement and turned this whole place into a gaming area. So yeah. The clock is kind of, the thing that's like, which thing doesn't belong here, but the thing is, you gotta have a clock. Yeah, how else are we gonna tell time when we're down in this basement, losing track of time gaming, right? So, yeah. Now, the pictures. So, Jeremiah and Pate, they used to be on the island. Jeremiah, he was a gonzer from day one, pretty much. And it's nothing against him. He's cute. I'm just not a frog person. And yeah, so I just never wanted any sort of frog on my island. So we were just more or less, chilling with him until the day came that he wanted to move out. So yeah, which took a really long time, I will say. Pate, I liked Pate, but there just wasn't a whole lot of connection there with Pate. I just didn't, I felt like we could do better. So Pate ended up getting traded out later on as well. Al, he's a prime example of connections. Like, I had no connection to Al. I felt like he just kind of wandered the island by himself. I didn't feel like he really had a connection to anyone, like me or the residents. So yeah, he has left the island. Fauna, she's a bit of a sad one because I love Fauna. I really do. And I held off her leaving the island for a really long time. Because I'm like, you know what? I'll just deal with your piece of crap house. And then at the end, I couldn't deal with the piece of crap house. It was one of those situations where you had the cute animal, but you had the crappy house. And because you can't really do anything to their houses, found that out the bad way, because I had kept giving like wallpaper and flooring to them, and then I read that you can't. So when I realized that you can't really alter their house in that way, I made the decision that we were gonna have to part with Fauna. And that's when Diana came into the picture. For those that don't know who Diana is, check the timestamp in this video where I do the resident tours. Next up, we have Lolly the cat. And Lolly was also a tough one. There's a reason they're side by side. These were like two of my favorite animals. It hurt to actually get rid of Fauna and Lolly. But Lolly, two things. One, I got Lolly pretty early into the game, and I instantly liked her because I'm a cat person. I have a gray cat at home, and she just kind of reminded me of that, because I have two cats. I have one that's gray and one's like black. So I tend to, you know, have a connection to gray cats and black cats because of that. And so I was really happy with her, but her house sucked. And I had made the mistake in the beginning by giving her a fish that she asked for out of my inventory. If you're just starting out, never do that. Never give them any item you wouldn't want them to display in their house, because they will keep it forever. I tried to get her to give me the fish, like, back, and yeah, it just wasn't happening. So I keep their picture up here because, you know, I love them. Like, they're two great animals, and if you're looking for, you know, a great one, they are definitely cute. However, I suggest that more to a person that doesn't care what the house looks like, because if you do, then yeah, you might struggle with this one, because out of the two, Lolly's house is actually the worst. You know, they're both bad, but at least Fauna's house kind of has a book reading vibe to it, but it's still crappy. But Lolly's is, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, yeah, you could always look it up, the house that Lolly comes with. So next we have Gala. Gala is, honestly, these three, they're still with us. I refuse to part with these three. So Gala, alright, let's, we'll just zoom up, so, okay, so Gala is still with us. She is basically right by my house, and I treat her pretty well. I spoil her. She's got a very nice outside of her house. Axel and Renee are my favorites. My all-time favorites. Axel has been spoiled since day one. Basically, when I got him out of the tent and he was in a house, we started spoiling him. He has, he's had his house moved since, but the things that I've done still exist. So he has an outdoor gym. He has all his energy drinks and all that set up around his house. So he is like set to go. When he walks out of his house, he's got everything there and room to run around, and yeah, I've really spoiled him. Renee Unfortunately, one thing is missing from Renee that used to exist, and we're gonna get it back. But what happened is Axel and Renee are my starter residents. They're the ones that were in tents with me when I first started. And, which is a big reason why I will not get rid of them, right? And Renee, back earlier in the game, she had asked me if I wanted to change her catchphrase. So you'll see in some past videos, if you've watched other parts of the playthroughs, you'll see that she gets this catchphrase that I call yo bitches, and she's just like, hey Myst, what's going on, yo bitches, and I loved it. But why she does not have it anymore is because I decided, as one of my final things I wanted to do before doing these videos to end the series, is that I wanted Axel and Renee in the house they would get if you found them on an island. Because, as you guys may know, your starter residents end up with the shittiest houses. And that was the case. So what I did is I actually had Axel move out, and then I brought him back, like, immediately, so he could get his house. And I did the same with Renee, but unfortunately, they lose everything when you do that. So, yeah, I had lost Axel's catchphrase. We lost the yo bitches catchphrase with Renee. And yeah, but the good part is everything's good now. So I'm just kind of waiting for her to ask for a catchphrase again. And then we're gonna put yo bitches back in there. But she just suits it so well. It's just her. So I realized this room definitely was a little longer explaining, but I hope you enjoyed, and let's move on to the last room. Okay, upstairs we go. This is the last one. Okay, so this is our upstairs. This is where we go to eat. And I've got a lot going on. The wallpaper I really love. It suits a kitchen. I thought it was really good. There's our welcome sign. Although the only way you would be facing this way is when you're leaving. So it really should be, thanks for coming. But anyway. So we have our fridge over here, and a microwave, and some dishes, and our sink and frying pan, a mixer. Usually the mixer is going. I don't know what's going on. At the table, we have the mom and dad cups. I'll see if I can do a little zoom in. You can kind of see it. A rose and a tie. I was going to zoom in, but I'm at a bad angle, so yeah. We'd just be zooming into that. Okay, and on this side we have our kettle, some toast. I used to have the other part of this connected, but I wanted this in here, so yeah. And that's pretty much all I plan on doing with the kitchen, to be honest. I think it's perfect how it is. I like that this has some room to walk around. And yeah, so that is pretty much done. For the most part, the house is pretty much done. I haven't really done anything to it in months. So, yeah. Okay, guys, so that calls it on this one. You know, looking at my recording time, it does appear that the house tour did take a little bit. So we're gonna separate all these videos. So if I happen to have forgotten to edit it out, the resident tours will be in a whole other video, just because it definitely, going through all the rooms takes a little time with the house tour. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and let's exit just so you get a view of the outside. This is our house. So yeah, I really like it. Originally, you know, obviously this came to me down the road. I only had the house sitting there for a long time. And yeah, and then I decided to, you know, since it's my house, you know, since my house should look the best, I would think, right? I imagine you guys agree that your house should look better than any other house on the island. And yeah, so this is what I came up with as far as making it stand out. So I think it looks pretty cool. I'm actually more of a purple person than a pink person, but I thought the pink really stood out well with it. And honestly, yeah, I couldn't really get it all purple anyway. The house could have been purple, but the rest of it, yeah, it just made more sense to make it a pink theme. So, plus we have the pink theme in the main room, so it kind of tells you what theme you're walking into, more or less. That concludes the house tour. I hope you guys enjoyed and liked some of the stuff in there. And yeah, if you guys are after any items, let me know. I have been playing. You know, the whole reason for these videos at this particular time is that it's been a year. By the time I post these videos, it will be a year that Animal Crossing New Horizons was released, right? Which, you know, on that topic, considering the crap world we've lived in, this game did it for us, right? Like, I stayed committed to this game pretty much all year, and that's with being a WoW addict, so it's not like I didn't have other games to play, right? You know, yeah, and it was great. I thought they did a really good job with this one, and yeah, and that's why I'm doing all these videos. It's to kind of mark the year, and I thought it would be a great time to kind of end the series. So, with that said, definitely stay tuned for some more videos. This is the house tour video, but I will have an upcoming video for the resident tour, and I will also have an island tour video for you guys, and those videos will end off the series. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.